As we know, we are lauded and honored. Mercifully, we are not worshipped. But today we are on the 30th of June, and if I have to earn my salary justifiably on the 1st of July as Chief Justice of India, who could be subjected to 18 years of imprisonment on a charge of stealing electricity wires. The judiciary has been a poor communicator for the simple reason that we feel that we are not here to market ourselves. Our rules were designed when summons were served on horseback and camels. We are also known by the delays in the judicial process. But very little is known about the work which is done in the back offices of the Indian judiciary, the legal institutions within the country. Thus, in conclusion, I would like to... In many ways, the life of a judge is a life of isolation. Part of the reason for our isolation is our own desire to preserve our own independence. I am myself sometimes accused of being a recluse. But I do believe from my own experience that travel is an essential ingredient of opening up of minds. As judges, as we know, we are lauded and honored. Mercifully, we are not worshipped. But it is when you face the majesty of nature, as I have faced during my travels in Ladakh, and I've faced in the last 2 or 3 days that I've been in Jammu and Kashmir, that you realize that human existence is but a speck before the enormity of nature. But yet it is an existence with a purpose. So the more you dwell on the infinitely small nature of our existence, the more you are led to believe on the purpose behind that existence. But today we are on the 30th of June, and if I have to earn my salary justifiably on the 1st of July as Chief Justice of India, I cannot spend my next few minutes on talking about spirituality. I think I better talk about law. But I'll also dwell on law and society because Nalsa is deeply connected with the social purpose of law and its application. Just a few months ago, I heard a case where the charge arose in 9 trials involving a violation of the Electricity Act, electricity chori as we call it, of wires, transformers, other appliances. The accused pleaded guilty. He was handed down a sentence of 2 years in each of the 9 trials. But the sessions judge forgot to order that these sentences shall run concurrently. The decision attained finality. 3 years later, the accused moved the High Court under Section 482 saying, "But how can I be sentenced to 18 years of imprisonment for basically the theft of electricity?" The High Court dismissed the Section 482 petitions saying, "Sorry, your conviction has attained finality." He eventually traveled to the Supreme Court and we had to interfere. I'm mentioning this not because we did something great, but because of the fact that there are numerous people who are unable to access their rights because of unawareness, who could be subjected to 18 years of imprisonment on a charge of stealing electricity wires. I urge legal services institutions to be more proactive in bringing citizens within the fold of legal aid and services. One way of achieving this goal is to make effective use of social media to reach out to the target beneficiaries. The judiciary has been a poor communicator for the simple reason that we feel that we are not here to market ourselves. We are not marketing institutions. We need to use social media, which is the effective form of communication today. So the large number of High Court Chief Justices present here, there's one aspect which I must emphasize, which is the need for us to re-engineer our rules. Our rules were designed when summons were served on horseback and camels. Those rules are not relevant for the times in which we live. But we have to re-engineer our rules, whether it is in the form of our civil manuals, in the criminal manuals, to make them more relevant to our times, flexible, in ease of application. Before I conclude, let me just highlight one facet. Our judiciary is generally known by the decisions which we deliver, or sometimes the decisions which we don't. We are also known by the delays in the judicial process. But very little is known about the work which is done in the back offices of the Indian judiciary. And it is important that we highlight the work which is done in the back offices of the Indian judiciary as well, because that is the spine of our judiciary. So let me give you just a few statistics before I bore you for the evening. The e-Tal website, which is really the central functioning point of the e-court services, recorded 2.45 billion transactions, billion, I'm not saying million, billion transactions in 2020, 3.20 billion e-transactions in 2021, 3.26 billion transactions in 2022, and over 1.3 billion transactions between 1st of January 23 to 27th of June 2023. E-court services have reached out to 13.91 billion e-transactions since the inauguration of the website in March 2013. In 2023 alone, up to 27th of June 23, for which I have data, 63.8 million text messages, SMSs, were sent to citizens as part of our e-court services at the rate of 3,60,000 per day. More than 15 million downloads have taken place on our mobile app as of 26 June 2023. We have an automated emailing service which we provide to citizens. In 2023, up to 27th of June 2023, 61.3 million emails have been sent to litigants across India at the average daily rate of 3,46,000. These are the figures of the work which is going on in the Indian judiciary, which is never noticed when people speak about delays in the judicial process. I think it is important that we market ourselves for the nation to know the kind of work which is being done in order to understand the seriousness with which the common citizens' problems are attended to by the legal institutions within the country. Thus, in conclusion, I would like to thank all the office bearers, members, lawyers, paralegal volunteers for striving to make the constitutional goal of social justice a reality. But we still have a lot of work cut out for us to ensure that opportunities of securing justice are equally available to every individual in our society. We still face many institutional and societal challenges in reaching out to people and providing them competent legal aid. I'm sure that these and many such similar issues will be a subject matter of discussion for the technical sessions which are scheduled tomorrow. I'm confident that we will make a genuine effort to overcome these challenges with vision, resolve, innovation, and dedication. And what better example can we have of vision, resolve, innovation, and dedication than this galaxy of talent from across the country, which is present here today in Srinagar as part of this unique social initiative of NALSA. Namaskar. Thank you very much.